Okay, tonight we're having a very special video, and I haven't decided yet what to name this video, but it's going to be something along the lines of snacks. Either I'm going to call this Great Depression snacks or midnight snacks, sweet snacks. But anyway, when I was a child, my mama used to make these wonderful little snacks for us. And I don't really know why, but it didn't seem like we had many store-bought snacks like snack cakes or cookies or anything like that. But we always had excellent snacks, and I loved them so much. And you know, now that I'm not a child anymore, I still find myself reaching for these snacks because they're my favorite. You know, especially in the middle of the night. So I'm going to show 4 different ways of making old-timey Great Depression type of snacks for the middle of the night. Oh, there's my mom texting me now. Hey, Mama. Okay, I'm going to have to get back to her after the video because I'm trying to make this video quick. So the first one is, there she is texting me again. Okay, so the first one is peanut butter and Karo syrup. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. This is smooth peanut butter, or creamy, yeah, creamy. For some reason, I did not like crunchy peanut butter when I was a child, but now it really doesn't bother me. I always just go for creamy. I think that's just what I'm used to. So take a little bit of peanut butter. You don't need much. And a whole lot of Karo syrup. I'm gonna start with that much. Can you see that? I always have a bunch of shadows for you. I don't know why. I think the camera's not too good, but someday I'm gonna get a better camera. Maybe. Don't quote me on that, because I might not. Who knows? Okay. And with this one, this recipe here, if you want to call it a recipe, I kind of just go by consistency. You know, I like it to be really runny, if that's the right word. I don't know if it can be runny, but kind of more on the Karo syrup side of the two ingredients. You know what? As a matter of fact, I think every one of these snack recipes are 2 ingredients. Oh, I don't like those shadows. But anyway, this is about the way that I like it. Here. It kind of looks like candy. And then we would just eat this on sliced up bread. And sometimes we would have the bread toasted and sometimes not. So I'm gonna go ahead. I've sliced up some French bread and I put it in the skillet. So I'm just gonna toast these up, and I should have been doing that while I was making the first snack, but I didn't do it. So while I'm waiting on the bread to toast, I think I'll go ahead and start on the next one. I don't know how practical that's gonna be because I need the fork. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you saw this fork, but this one is a wide prong fork. So that's typically what I use for these kind of snacks, is a wide prong fork. Okay, mixture number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and start on that while these this bread's getting toasted. Okay, snack number 2 is going to be Karo syrup. I don't know why I put the lid in there. Anyway, the ants are gonna love that. Okay, so Karo syrup and butter, as the Europeans call it, butter. I think I'm gonna have to get a different fork. But this one I like really heavy on the butter, because whenever this one hits the bread, you want that butter to melt and just be sweet and melted. I don't know why these snacks just kind of remind me of fudge. But I've had some fudge that wasn't good, but if the fudge were good, it would kind of remind me of these snacks. But I can tell, I mean, mixing it with a spoon is not what you should do. You should mix it with a fork. But I can tell I don't have near enough Karo syrup in this snack here. And I really just wanted to do a little bit. So let me go get another fork. Or actually, I think the bread's toasted enough now that we can go back to snack number 1 and use that fork. So we'll take this one out of the way. This one's to come. So got our toasted bread. Pretty. Now let's take our peanut butter and Karo and just spoon it over the bread. Like that. I'm gonna take a bite. I'll tell you, with snacks like this, you don't even realize that you're eating like depression poor people food. Is that the right thing to say? I don't know. Maybe depression food, cheap, inexpensive food. And this is all just stuff that I had in the cabinet. I didn't go buy any of this stuff. Most people have this in their cupboard already. That's so good. I wish I knew something that kind of resembled this taste that I can compare this to. And I know it's not really comparable, but for some reason that bitter honey candy is coming to my mind. I don't know why. Because the taste is quite different. But anyway, this is so simple, and you probably have the ingredients already, so just try it. Go heavy on the Karo syrup. I'll be right back. I'm gonna wash the fork. Okay, now we're on to snack number 2. Oh, I better drink some milk. We always seem to have milk with our snack, with our late night, midnight snack, or I think mainly we had this snack after school. I don't know. I would have probably had it all the time. Anyway, got some rice milk here. I usually drink Rice Dream, but Walmart gave me a different kind on my online order. I don't know what kind it is, but I'm not very fond of it. I prefer Rice Dream, original Rice Dream rice milk. All right, so I got too much butter. I got too much butter on this one. So I'm just gonna be mixing up a little bit here. Maybe a little bit more. Because I don't want to use all my Karo syrup up. I don't know if we have any more videos for it, but I like to save the Karo syrup. Somebody else is messaging. I like to save the Karo syrup for midnight snacks like this. I never know when I'm gonna get the craving for it. But tonight I definitely had the craving, so I was like, this is perfect time to make a video about old-timey midnight snacks. Or sweet snacks. Okay, so I got the butter and the Karo syrup mixed up. See that consistency? Yummy. That's really good. I think it needs more butter. That's the beauty of this snack, or these kind of snacks. Like, you can have it however you like it. You know, if you like it to have more butter than syrup, do it like that. And I think that's really what I like on this particular dish here, is more butter than syrup. Let's see if you can see this consistency here. Okay, and this one has to be served on warm bread because the butter melts when it hits the bread, and that melting taste, melted butter taste, is what it's all about. Although if you eat it just on regular bread that's not toasted, it's still good. I mean, if I were going through the depression and I had this to eat, I wouldn't be depressed at all. Okay. So that one's the second one. Let me check my toast here and see how warm it is. Because I think the next one that we do is going to be super warm. Okay, I'm going to save the warm one for last. Let me go wash the fork again. Keep wanting to reuse this fork because it's wide wrong. I really had a plan that while I was mixing up these dishes, that I was going to tell stories about the Great Depression and my childhood and stuff like that. But now that I'm actually doing the video, I'm kind of drawing a blank. But my mama did not live through the Great Depression, but her parents did. And I think that's the reason that she does a lot of Great Depression kind of cooking, is because that's where she learned to cook, was from her parents, or from her mama. Okay, so the next one is going to be grape jelly. I'm going to use our clean fork for this one. This time I'm just going to try to do a little bit, but you know, you can add more to taste. And butter. Okay, I've been watching a bunch of Europeans in videos because I'm wanting to try to practice up on my European accent, because if I move to Europe, which I think I'm going to, I don't want them to know that I'm American, because whenever I was there before, people were always warning me, like, you know, don't talk in public, and if you do talk in public, like, don't let them know that you're American, you know, kind of like just to be on the safe side, because I guess in Europe they have a lot of pickpockets, and so I guess they consider Americans to be easy targets for pickpocketing. I don't know. I'm really making stuff up. But that was the idea that I got when I was in Europe, is that, you know, if you're American, just don't let people know and you'll be all right. Okay. So again, with this dish here, is the grape jelly and the butter mixture. but you want to have this on warm bread, or I do. I mean, even if you have it on cold bread, it's still delicious, but I want to have it on warm bread right now. So I'm just taking a piece of toast that's warm and put in this mixture on there. So it's just smushed up butter and grape jelly. And this was not too different than if you were to just have toast with butter and jelly on it. You know, that's basically the taste. But this one here is very different. It's kind of like this. If you were gonna have some beautiful buttery wedding cake icing, it would taste like this. Matter of fact, I think that I just made a new invention. But anyway, not like I'm going to be making a wedding cake in the near future. Although I would if somebody asked me to. Okay, one more bite of this one. And then it's going to be time for the last one. And the last one I really need some hot bread for. So it's good that I had the burner on. All right. Let's take our butter and jelly saucer out of the way. Cleanse our palate. Why am I saying our? Cleanse my palate with some rice milk. Actually, I think I'm gonna say cleanse the palate. You want your bread to be toasty, but not hard. I don't think that any of this would be good on hard bread. Okay, so now I'm taking this hot bread and the butter. And usually I would use a butter knife or something like that for this. But I'm trying not to mess up many dishes. Although I'm messing up a ton of dishes here, I'm trying not to mess up any more than I need to. Because washing dishes is not my favorite thing to do. I mean, I don't really mind it, but I just don't love it. Anyway, you see how I kind of smeared the butter on here? That's good. That's what you want. You don't want your butter all melted, because then you won't be able to taste it. And this one is all about the taste. So the second ingredient for this, Hershey's chocolate syrup. Yum. And this is my most common midnight snack right here, because I don't have to mix anything. I think that's why it's the most popular one for me. It's because all I have to do is heat up the bread and put some butter on there and pour on the chocolate syrup. And you want it to be like that, where it just barely is dripping off. See, if your mama don't fix you any chocolate syrup for breakfast, I mean, not chocolate syrup, but chocolate gravy, which my mama didn't fix me that very often, but I loved it, then this is the next best thing. If you don't have chocolate gravy, eat chocolate syrup on toast with butter. And it kind of makes you, it gives you that feeling, that satisfied feeling that chocolate gravy gives you. Delicious. Okay, so I wonder if any of you have ever tried these kind of snacks, or or if you're going to try them, you know, that would be awesome if you tried these, like you've never heard of them and you try them and you like them. Well, if you like them or not, I'd still like to know about it. Oh, you know what? I have a creation that I just thought of. Hold on. What goes better with chocolate than... Sorry, someone's sending me a message. What goes better with chocolate than strawberries? And I just got these out of the garden a few minutes ago. So what I'm going to do... Oh yeah. So I'm going to put the strawberry on the toast. And then top it with the... Why are people messaging me? It's pretty late. It's after 10 o'clock. Anyway, so I'm going to top this strawberry with chocolate syrup. Okay. That's too good to be legal. Okay, I think I might not ever eat this recipe the same way again. Because when you put a strawberry with the chocolate syrup, it just makes it a whole different ball game. It goes from being a snack to being gourmet. Gourmet, like something that you would find in a fancy hotel or something like that. That just tastes like Valentine's Day. I don't know how else to put it. Chocolate, strawberries, butter, bread. It's very Valentine-y. Yum. Okay. I think I'm done with the video.